In this lesson, we're going to go over leasing a vehicle. So a lease is when you pay the dealership to use a vehicle for a period of time. Now, in comparison to a loan where your monthly payments will go towards the vehicle itself, meaning that after you've paid off your loan, you own the vehicle. With a lease, it's more like you're borrowing the vehicle. So your payments cover the cost of the vehicle's depreciation over time. When you lease a vehicle, the total amount you pay is going to be less than the full purchase price of the car. That means one added benefit is that the payments can be less. And also, instead of paying tax on the full purchase price, you will only pay tax on each payment you make. When you're leasing a car, you agree that you're going to maintain the vehicle and take care of it, and they also usually give you a limit on how many kilometers you can drive. Now, at the end of the lease, after however many years you lease the vehicle for, you always have the option to buy the car, and they will charge you the residual value, which is a percentage of the original price of the car. So, if we look at this example 1, Jose wants to lease a vehicle for 3 years. The monthly lease payment is $650. A down payment of $5,000 is required. All taxes are included in the payments, meaning the taxes have already been added to this. Calculate the total cost of the lease. So to calculate the total cost of the lease, we need to add the down payment plus the lease payments for the whole 3 years. So the down payment is $5,000 and the lease payments are $650 per month for 3 years. So if we times this by 12 months, that means there's going to be 36 payments. So $650 times 36. So the total that will be paid is $28,400. I'm sorry, I'm off of the camera. So there we go. The down payment plus the lease payments is $5,000 plus $650 payments times 36 payments, $28,400. Now, at the end of this lease, Jose decides to purchase the vehicle. The initial value was $45,000, and its residual value after 3 years is 45%. So that's 45% of its original value. Calculate the total amount he will pay for the vehicle. So remember, when we're working with percentages, the first step is generally to change them into a decimal. So I'm going to divide by 100. So this means that to calculate the value, we're going to take the original value and find 45% of it. So multiply 45,000 times 0.45. So the value that's remaining of the vehicle is $20,250. Now remember, whenever you're purchasing a vehicle, you will always have to add tax. So to add tax, the quickest way to add is to multiply by 1.12. That will give you your price with taxes included. So with taxes, $22,680 is how much he will end up paying to buy this car at the end of the lease. Now, if you notice, he will have already paid $28,400 in lease payments and the down payment, plus he'll still have to pay $22,680. If you add those together, that is more than the initial value of the vehicle. So he will end up paying a little bit more than if he had just purchased the vehicle right from the beginning. But this gives you the option that after those 3 years, if you don't like the vehicle or you would like a different vehicle, then you don't have to make the purchase. So the advantages of leasing is that the monthly payment can be a little bit lower. You rarely have to pay for long-term maintenance, so you don't have to worry about things like replacing the brakes or the transmission or anything that might go wrong with a vehicle. If you wanted to replace the car or switch out the kind of car you had, it's definitely more convenient, and you will pay less tax. Now the disadvantages is that there's no resale. So after 3 years, if Jose decides that he doesn't want to keep this vehicle, there's no value in the vehicle. It's not like he could sell it and recoup any of the costs that he has paid. There's also fees if you end up driving more kilometers than agreed to, and in the long run, it can be more expensive. If you lease, you will always have lease payments, whereas with a loan, after your loan is up, so after 3 to 5 years, your loan payments would be done and you would own the vehicle, meaning you would no longer have monthly payments. With a lease, if you continue to lease, you will continue to pay your monthly payment. So that is the lesson on leasing a vehicle.